Ahoy mateys, and welcome back to Screamin' Pirate EDC. Today we have another Plunder a Plank. That's where I will plunder a knife, keep it in the collection, or does it walk the plank? Now, this is a follow-up to my first impressions. If you haven't watched it, there will be a pop-up for you. But this review is going to be on the Spare Knife Co. Production Strix. This is a very exciting knife. I know a couple of my peers also have one as well. I think that would be Tri-State EDC, Lefty EDC, and then it's going to be Knives Fast is going to have the other one. But this is one of 4 variations, so we need to talk about the knife. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so let's go ahead and have some specs on the screen. Now, to note here on this knife, the biggest thing that you are going to notice is that you have an over 4-inch handle, which allows for a lot of room for your hand, a lot. It is something I love about the custom of this. The other thing to note is the behind the edge is 0.2, that's right, 0.2 millimeters thick. It is very, very thin and slicey. So really those are the 2 big things here. But now that we have some specs out, let's go ahead and talk about the variations. Now this knife launched for pre-order at 1 p.m. Eastern on the 20th. This is going to be going live after that, but they are open until the 25th. So here we have a full tie with a satin blade, and because of the tie version, there is this, and there's also a blacked out tie with a Damasteel blade. These 2 versions have pivot collars. Because they have pivot collars, there is also the option to put a Moku tie clip that also or Moku tie set that also has a Moku tie collar. It will only fit these 2 variations. The other 2 variations have inlays. It's going to be your green micarta and your carbon fiber. That inlay is only on your show side. It is not on your lock side. Those 2 will only be able to take the back spacer and clip Moku tie clip sets, guys. Now, those sets, the Moku tie clip and backspacer are going to be $187. With the collar, brings it up to $247. Now, as far as pricing, your full tie is going to come in at $336. I think that's the banger deal, guys. The green micarta and CF is going to be $345, so like not even $10 more. That's good, guys. And then your Damasteel and black PVD is going to be all the way up at $680. So those are all your variations. Yeah, there's a good price, but what do you compare it to? Because the first impression I only showed you against the custom. Well, what else do we have here? Well, let's go and hop into this, and let's grab going in ascending order of price, more or less. First up, we have the Spyderco Smock. Now I grabbed this one partly because I have a full tie one that I just got in, but also the sheep's foot blade is very similar in design and not that dissimilar in length. When you guys see that next to each other. Also, they have this very nice flat spot right in here where you can put your finger. After that, one of the most popular sheep's foot blades out there right now is going to be the Urban EDC F5.5. Now, the Strix dwarfs this knife, absolutely dwarfs this knife. But honestly, guys, they're very similar, but I love how thin and slicey the Strix is because you're getting a full flat with the F5.5 where you're getting the hollow ground on the Strix. After that, let me go ahead and grab one that isn't released yet. There will be a review on it, guys. This is something I grabbed from NCKS from my friend Israel over at Arcane. This is the Crypt. Now, the Crypt is a big knife. They are very similar in overall length. Mostly it's size than when you guys see, and these are both knives that are, OEM manufactured. These are both Best Tech, I believe. So wanted you guys to see those next to each other. After that, if you like bigger knives, I know that you are probably into Chavez knives. I believe this is the Liberation, and this is the ones that just came out, and this one is in a Wharncliffe, so this is your Chavez Liberation. These two are terrifyingly similar in overall length. If you like the larger Chavez, you're gonna like the Strix, no doubt in my mind. After that, we're going to step up again in price. This one is just to kind of show you, since a lot of people are very much talking about this as a larger knife, this is going to be the CKF Evo 3.0. So once again, not that dissimilar in overall size, but wanted you to see them next to each other. And then finally, if you have not watched the first impression, wanted you to see it next to the custom of this knife. So this is the custom Strix. They are the exact same dimensions overall. And yeah, basically your difference is going to be materials, and the action on the custom is ridiculous. So all that's out of the way, guys. Let's talk about, you know, the general feelings I have for it and go over the knife itself. So first off, I love the sound on this. So let me go ahead and show you the difference between the custom and this one. The custom is, I wouldn't say dull, but it does have a ting. You can kind of hear it. This one, just because of like the vents here, I think, really has this nice snap. Like, yeah, it sounds really good. After that, let's talk about ergonomics. So ergonomics are what make me love this knife right now. You have this beautiful contouring right through here, this flat spot you can choke up in, and then right back here you can lay your pinky. So if you literally just grab the knife right like this, look where my thumb lands, right where it's supposed to, right on top of some jimping. And if I want to choke up, I can. I really don't need it. I feel really good in this hammer grip. It's really, really nice. Deployment, if you've watched any of us that have been talking about it, the deployment on this is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So your reverse flick, front flip, thumb, and that's going to be your right hand. On your lefties, there is your top flip. Ooh, I'm going to mess up that thumb, guys. I am not left-handed. There's your thumb. And in fact, I can reverse flick with my left hand. That's a big deal. To be able to do multiple deployment methods with both hands, yeah, that's kind of cool. Chamfering. So I'm gonna keep the knife like this because all of this is nice and chamfered. Even your cutout here, okay, nice and chamfered. All the holes along here have nice and good chamfering. Your only place you don't have chamfering is where you don't expect it, which is going to be right in here at the very top of that swedge. There's a little bit, and then on your jimping, which I am in love with. It's very grippy and nice. After that, let's take a look at Torx bit sizes, guys. Oh, I have them around here somewhere, so let me go ahead and grab my Wiha bits, because that is what I use. I'm gonna grab a T6 and a T8. So, my pivot is a T8. Oh, what do you know? T8 all around, love to see it. After that, let's talk about this beautiful hollow ground, guys. This thing is seriously thin, seriously thin. I have been carrying it and using it, and it's been my primary knife since I got it in on Wednesday. So big old piece of cardboard. That's my problem right there, guys. You see it? When you come back, sometimes it's gonna slide all the way back to here. That is the only problem I have with this nice cutting. Otherwise, okay, really good. But if you start too far back and you're pushing through, you're going to get caught in here. So you really gotta make sure you utilize the whole blade. I did not there, that's why it picked me up, okay? After that, let's talk about blade shape. So we are looking at this absolutely beautiful, I guess it's a sheep poon is what I called it in the first impressions. And I'm sticking with that, sheep's foot plus a harpoon, so sheep poon. That's what I'm calling it, that's what it is now. In and out of pocket is very good. And part of that is because you have these little, like, I guess venting there, guys. I really don't know what you'd call it. So it doesn't snag on much. It really does a good job. So this was more just to show you guys size comparison, specs, and all that, and an overview, because I've been gushing about this knife. If you've seen it on Instagram, I'm still gushing about this knife. My custom of the Strix is probably one of my favorite customs that I've ever held. And to get a production version of this that I can just carry and beat on and, you know, just really make it a user, especially at that just over $300 price point, it's killer. It's absolutely killer. The action is also not bad, and it's gonna break in even more. So clearly this is a plunder. I have the custom and I'm ordering one, okay? If that tells you anything. I'm still undecided on which one I want. I'm really loving the full tie. The full tie is super cool. But yeah, guys, this is just killer. Best Tech killed it. And Greg over at Sparrow Knife Co., who is the custom maker and the designer, is just really exploding, guys. And it's so cool to see someone as good as him come out with something like this that so many people are enjoying and wanting to order. So if you haven't ordered yours, go, there's a link, go get it, because I think this is a knife that a lot of people are going to like. I had it on me at NCKS, and every single person I handed it to, whether it was a custom maker or it was a collector, they were blown away. This is a pickup. I know there's a lot of other pre-orders going around right now. This one is really, really good. So hopefully this was informative to you. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. And let's see if I can do the thumb flick. Ha! Ha! Look out, stranger danger.